Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy So and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, you know what to do next. Hit that comment button and hit that like button on our latest video. This is from our latest episode 106, which is streaming on your favorite platform right now. In this clip, Joel and I talk about the Panthers dropping the puck this Thursday to get the season started. It's time to take a ride, y'all. Hell yeah, bro. Big time. Let's talk about one of those sports that are coming back.
Which one, bro? Take your pick.
We're going to start with Panthers.
Okay. I like your
you like that?
Your Panther growl.
The Panthers, they're a team that I can definitely get behind right now. Right? Last year, they had a great season. Historic. Broke a lot of records. Got into the second round of the playoffs. Faced our hated in-state rivals, Tampa Bay, and got swept.
Yeah, that happened.
That shit sucked. But we made a trade in the offseason. We get some new blood. Got Tkachuk back. Been playing well in the preseason for us. And now we're getting ready to start this back up again on Thursday on the road.
We had a preseason game on Saturday. Did you know that?
Yeah, I think we won that game, right?
Nope, we did not. We lost that game. You know who we lost that game to?
Who? The
Tampa Bay Lightning.
Lightning stuff.
5-2.
Yeah, brother.
Team, yeah, brother. But yeah, we're in the preseason right now. The next preseason game is going to be Thursday, October 13th. So
that's the regular season.
Oh, you're right. The last preseason game was this past Saturday. Yeah. Sorry, I read that wrong.
All good. But you know, we're starting on the road. I think we play our first 3 games on the road, right?
Islanders and then the Sabres.
Yeah.
So we go to New York. First stop in the road trip is New York.
And that's going to be a real test, you know. Like I said, for Matthew Tkachuk to come in here and start off on the right foot on the road, maybe a little bit easier than performing at home, right? Maybe he can get off a goal, a couple assists and something like that, get some good points going before he comes back home and makes a debut, because you never really want to start off with that pressure in front of the fans. You know?
With the other side of the coin too is that the Islanders are coming off a horrific year that they had. Yep. Prior year they were contenders for the Stanley Cup, and then last year it was abysmal. Their season. Gotta keep using that. I'm going to exhaust that word this episode. But yeah, it was abysmal, man. They had a horrible season, so maybe they've done some work. I don't know. I haven't kept up with the Islanders. I don't really keep up with a whole lot of other hockey teams.
We don't keep up with those losers.
But it could be they lay down and take it, and yeah, we get our first win on the road, and it's great. Or it could be it's their home opener, and they got something to prove. Because of what happened last year.
I mean, I feel like we have the right tools to kind of get started here, right? We still have our goalie duo between Big Bob and Spencer Knight. Those guys are very consistent, very good goal defenders. So having one of those guys to start the season is never an issue for me. We lost some defense with Uyghur being included in that trade, right, for Matthew Tkachuk.
Sure.
But I feel like Ekblad and company are up to the task, right, of being like, yo, let's be more of a defensive team this year and not really, let off the throttle on offense. Maybe just not let it be the point of emphasis. Kind of start from the back of the ice, play from defense, get some breakouts, and be that type of team where we catch guys on the break. Because I really
play, bro. Power play, bro. We need to step up our power play game, because that shit that we did or didn't do, I should say, in the playoffs, we cannot have that again, bro. We need somebody to be that dude in crunch time and capitalize on those power plays.
I think it's going to be Matthew Tkachuk, to be honest, because I said it on the when we got him. I did a little bit of research on it, and in the playoffs he had like 3 playoff goals and like 6 playoff assists on power plays. So specifically when his team has the advantage, he's the one who's the catalyst to make something happen for somebody else. This team is full of talent who can put the puck in the back of the net. That's not an issue for the Panthers. We need a catalyst, especially on power plays, like you said. Tkachuk is that kid because he's dynamic enough, he's fast enough, he has really good stick handling, and just his ability to create those chances is gonna, bode well, obviously, for the offense, but more for the guys who were leading us with points last year. I'm thinking more along the lines of, what's this dude's name? His name escapes me right now. I'm gonna find it. In the meantime, like
Barkov.
Yes, Barkov. Barkov was the one who was balling for us, creating a lot, and his consistency, that's the word that Barkov brings. His consistency, along with a dynamic player like Kachuk, that's really going to bode well and maybe take us to that next level, especially on power plays, where it's like, all right, the Panthers are a defensive team. We're only going to limit you guys to 1 or 2 goals, but we're going to put up 3 to 4 goals a game.
Sure.
Because last year it was like, especially towards the end of the season, it was like, 4-3. 5-3. We're winning 6-3.
And our identity was coming from behind. We were always coming from behind. Like, we were never in control and dominating a game. It was always like, oh shit, the Cats were down 2 goals and they came back and won it in overtime, within 10 seconds. I don't know how many times we saw, we heard that song last year. So
right.
I don't know, man. I'm not really too concerned right now on wins or losses. Obviously, if we start off with 10 losses in a row, I'm concerned.
Yeah, then we'll have to switch it up. Switch up the
for the first 3 to 5 games, I'm not so concerned right now with the wins and losses. I want to get familiar with this new team, this new unit. Even though we got a lot of the same core, we have some new pieces. I want to look at what this Kachuk kid really has, man. There's a lot of hype behind him. We traded away 2 of our big guys for him.
Right.
So I'm going to be focusing in a lot on him and what he's doing out there as far as contributing for our team. And is he that immediate leader now on the ice or game 1, or is there going to be a little bit of that, that learning curve?
Right. Especially with new teammates. And that's why I think this little road trip to start the season is going to help him get rolling a little bit, right?
Yeah,
you're not playing with the pressure of performing in front of your home fans. You can kind of get off to a good start, come back home, and then say, all right, guys, I'm loosened up. I'm ready to go. Let's see. We know that this team is going to be in playoff contention for sure because there's so much talent on it that Bill Zito has put on this squad and continues to improve this team as the GM. My idea is going to be like, where do we end up? Because home ice is super important for us. Super important for us, at least in those first 2 rounds, especially if we got to play a team like freaking Tampa Bay.
It should be, but it didn't matter this year. We had
it didn't
matter.
It didn't. Let's see how we do with power plays. We'll keep an eye on that as the season progresses.
Yeah. Thursday, the puck drops at 7:30 in New York. Panthers versus Islanders, and then by the time we get back together, we'll have played the Sabres as well on Saturday. So we'll have a couple games to feel it out and discuss.
Absolutely.